World of YouTube. Got a little video today about Mr. Kanye West, and I think it's about time I spit out a little of my family life crisis. Now, about a few days ago, I'm listening to the radio, and I'm hearing about Kanye West being in the top 3 categories of breaking news, being in the top 3 categories of things around the world. And the first 2 were pretty much terrorists blowing us up. The second is people losing their houses and fires. And third, Mr. Kanye West and his mental fucking breakdown. And I've been laying off Mr. West, Mrs. West, and the Little Wests due to the fact that they're digging themselves their own graves. And for Miss Kim Kardashian West to come out with F-U World, and for Kanye to come out with, oh, my woman's the most beautifulest woman of all time. And I've done videos before on this BS, total narcissism, or whatever that I think I might have said it right, but being conceited, and that word that they're trying to get rid of, I have a video up of it, I think it's narcissism. And that is for people that are like conceited of themselves, pretty much. Put themselves on top of the world, pretty much. Think they're better than everyone, pretty much. You know, there's other celebrities, rock stars, all kinds of different walks of life that come through this world and make great music, movies. But do you see them ranting and raving like these retards? And excuse me, but the new meaning of retard is not a mentally challenged person down there working at McDonald's like the one that retired out of Cambridge, I believe it was, or out there in the Boston area. No, that is not a retard. Retard is people that know wrong from right and do wrong anyways. I made a new definition for it. That's my definition as a retard. So when you hear me say retard, I'm not talking about mentally handicapped people. I'm talking about retards that know wrong from right but do wrong anyways. And that's exactly what this West family is doing. And it disgusts me. And the only reason why I'm coming out with what I want to come out in this video is because I'm sick of hearing about his mental, delusional fucking mind that's just warped anyways and retarded because of the simple fact that why don't this Kanye West come and walk in someone's real shoes of mentalism, as I call it, a walking foundation of crooked, broken down homes. Now, he might have come from one, maybe, I don't know. I wouldn't look up and waste my time to see what part of the town he's come from, but to come from where I came from, and other people that pretty much lose their houses in fires, go homeless, because right, the economy is sucking us bone dry. In the new upgrade of economy coming up of, oh, the price of living is going up. And I don't know how far out in the United States it's going, but I know Massachusetts always does something to go up on the economy because of the good old democratical dipshits that run this state. Me, you want to talk about family problems, Mr. Kanye West? Try having 4, count them, 4 boys, all with ADHD. One of them's got bipolar, high separation anxiety. And the list goes on of diagnosis that I can't even, some of them are new, that I can't even read or even disclaim the name of the of it due to the fact that it's new and never heard of it. And this just came out a couple years ago when I had my youngest son evaluated. But try and live in the lifestyle of now I might be going homeless. I can't work a full-time job, 8 hours a week, 10 hours a week, whatever it requires, due to my kid's disability. My wife even has a disability. All disabilities, you want to know why? Want to know why? Because it came down to the crookedness of the economy going up and high prices. Not only high prices, I have no choice but to live in a town of Fitchburg, Mass, where they only carry slumlords. Alright? If you even know what the hell that is. And if you don't know what a slumlord is, let me rephrase it to you. Or if you know, let me remind you. If you do know, you know. If you don't, you don't. Well, these are people that like to try and rip you off for their rent. They want to try and get you to pay extra, or they lose your money, or they tell you to put your food out on the porch. It's winter time because your refrigerator broke. It's people that like to say, oh, I lost your money and your rent, but you owe me money and rent. I'm going to bring you to court, and I'm going to go and pull your credit and get your credit all screwed up because you didn't pay me your rent, but you were losing my, I can go on and on. It's the landlord that wouldn't fix the furnace and put a new furnace in, yet alone just try and sit there every time that I'd run out of oil. Like this dipstick gotta come and bleed the line, put more oil in, and at the time oil was like fucking $4 a fucking gallon of heating oil and blah blah blah. It's the landlords that like to tell you to, oh, get out of my place because I'm now renovating and now I'm remodeling, or now I'm selling a building and you can't be here. So then you got kids that are off the wall. Then you got kids that sit there, break things, throw things at each other, dangerous stuff, whether it be a toy metal car to a fucking knife from a kitchen drawer to a fork to, oh man, the list goes on of the life that I've had, having 4 boys, 2 boys, even 1 boy. My first oldest son is so far behind in school due to the school system taking out resource rooms. I used to be in a resource room, and by the time I graduated in 1993, in the late 90s, early 2000s, all the resource rooms disappeared, and that led to my oldest son to be shifted up in grades, and it's happening to my 2 youngest sons, that they're getting pushed through school uneducated. My son's in 11th grade at a fucking 6th grade level due to the school pushing him through. Struggling, go to these meetings. Then you got the kids struggling so much they start causing trouble in the schools. I've been through many meetings this year. It ain't fucking funny. And the kids, and then I gotta deal with fucking the state. I don't want to live off the fucking state, and I never wanted to live off the state, but due to my kids' disabilities, my kids struggling, my kids telling me that they don't want to go to school, that they want to quit, and they're sick of this and sick of that, and you try and be on top of everything, and your kids are telling you to go fuck yourself because you don't know what it's like, and blah 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 blah. I've lived on the streets since the age of fucking 5 years old, and these kids here are lecturing me, telling me, let me go through the fucking history of my life with my kids, Mr. Kanye West, and what the schools and meetings and things of going through and everything of in-home therapy, therapists telling you to do this, but when you've been through the therapist, and if you've been through the counseling and the aftermath and DCF getting involved because you're trying to discipline your kid and you give them a little smack on their bottom of their hand and they twist the story around, so now you got DCF in your face and all the fucking nonsense that they come out with. I've had DCF in my life for fucking, what, I can say altogether a roundabout number of 5 freaking years straight. not in the same year, but throughout these years and this bullshit, and your kids are just fucking all over the place, running out of the road, running out of this ain't my time. If you did the nonsense my kids did back in the day, yes, they would get a belt, paddle, yardstick, anything around the way to get your butt whooped. But guess what? You can't do that no more. That's right, because DCF gets involved. And when I used to spank my kids, and to me, there should be spankings and laws on the butt and the hand due to dangerous activities that the kids do. And the reason why the kids get away with this is because there's no discipline in the home. And then they go to school and start disrespecting, and the school's telling us, me and my wife, that my kids, oh yeah, there's problems at home. It's at the home. And then they're bringing it to the school. They don't bring it to the school. They bring it because there's no discipline. And you're limited on what you can do. You think you got a twisted life there, Mr. West? If anybody should be in a mental institution, it's me. Yeah, you hear me rambling on? I hope you get this fucking message. Because you can walk in my shoes every day in the lowest class of life and be in the society of where I live, right? Maybe you did come from the gutter, made it to the top. Very good. But for you to go back on your roots and think your lifestyle is fucking goddamn... just a mental breakdown when you got all the money in the world to stop it, save it, to make it fucking better, and you think I ain't got a pot to fucking piss in, pal, and you're gonna sit there whine and complain about what you have. You got money to fix things. I don't. And for you to come off and be the number 3 top fucking spot in the newspaper breaking news, to me that's fucking insane. That's sick. And then all of a sudden you got these accounts of, you can't handle the family life. Or maybe you should have thought of that before you insulted every fucking woman in the world, that your woman's the most beautiful of all time, which she isn't. She looks like a fucking half-bred alien with a huge fucking ass, a skinny fucking face. Looks like something from fucking E.T. Give me a fucking break. You lost your fans, you lost your respect, you're going more into the fucking mentalism world that you created, and now you're gonna cry poverty and piss and moan when you could fix all that. You got the money. You don't know what a fucking family life is, bitch. I've been with my wife for 20 years, thick and thin. We've been battles, we've had arguments, we've been fucking sent through the ringer together. We've been so fucking... Oh man, there's so much shit I can go on and on and on, and the fucking twisted stories I've lived through with a 17-year alcoholism problem, and you sit here quiet, piss, moan, and weep that your life is fucking what? What? You got some shit. You got some shit, Kanye, and I'm gonna be coming up with a part 2 to go over things with your fucking life, and then I'm gonna put things in perspective of my life, and then I'm gonna compare the two and see who has more problems and where you should be and where I should be. This is what I'm gonna do. My next video, YouTube, I'm gonna put down my problems of life on paper, and then I'm gonna put problems of life from Kanye on paper, and we're gonna see who should have a mental breakdown first. Other than that, you world of YouTube, I gotta get out. But look for this video, part 2, and watch and see the fucking insanity that I live of problems. And tell me if Kanye West did it right the way he did. Gonna shove his fans to the fucking curb and tell them the fucking music and show is over. I'll tell you when the show's over. When you read the list of my life and things that have happened in my life, in your life, let's see what you have then, Mr. Kanye West. Because I'm sick of seeing you in the fucking papers. You're just a worthless piece of print. And for everybody to fucking stand by these people, Kardashians in the fucking shitty West, you people got fucking problems too. Go get some fucking help. I'm gonna write a list out. This is gonna be forethought of what the fuck really goes on in the world, and why the fuck people like me sit here at the bottom of the fucking barrel watching you with your money and fame, and you can't even keep it. You can't even make your life fucking right with it. If I had all your money in the world, buddy, my life would be right, and I'd know how to fucking, and I'd still have the same woman after 20 fucking years and not complain about it either and bicker and argue. This woman would be happy, I'd be happy, kids would be happy. I wouldn't need therapists, psychiatrists, all these fucking medications my kids are on. You're gonna take a taste of my world, Kanye. I'm putting a list up for you. Hope you get this, boy, because your fucking life ain't shit compared to mine. Walk in the fucking shoes of the walking dead. Walk in the shoes of the walking fucking sewer. Down here. Down here. Come down here in my world. I'm down here at the bottom of the pit, buddy. I'll be waiting for you. I'm gonna do a list. Let's see what your little world and your little wine baby rants got to do with my world. And let's see how long I've lasted. And you, I'm going crazy. Whine some more, bitch. Whine some more. I hope you get this message. Because your life is fucking just a waste of print. YouTube Nation, I know that I fucking shouldn't be rambling on like this, but guess what? I can't stand people like this. Got all the money in the world, got a good life, got kids, bringing them up in a fucking... If I could have brought my kids up in a better way than the mental fucking insanity that I've lived through all my fucking life, I would have done it. But cards ain't rolled that way and ain't dealt that way out. Chess ain't dealt that way either. You just can't say checkmate and your fucking life is good. It's not simple like that. I wish my life would have went better, but it didn't. So, let's see what happens on this list that I make. Mr. Kanye, you're just fucking pathetic. I'm gonna show you a life of fucking mentalism and insanity and see where we stand together like you should have been in the fucking... Oh, I'm gonna show you fucking crazy, pal. And how do I maintain it? I don't know. But I do. And I'm gonna fucking put it all on fucking paper for you. Even what I've done in my lifetime. Let's see if you come up with a list and see if it tops off mine. If it does, good. If it don't, I got you. Take your fucking worthless print and shove it. YouTube Nation, take care, be safe, out.